These are 10 things you didn't know about Lionel Messi. And at number 10, Messi became football's first billionaire. Over the course of his crazy career, Messi's raked in the big bucks, from his hefty salary at Barcelona, PSG, and now Inter Milan, to his lucrative brand deals with companies like Adidas and Pepsi. Messi's been scoring goals on and off the field. But Messi was almost never able to score again, because his diet nearly ended his life. Back in his early days at Barcelona, Messi was fond of the good life. Pizza, pasta, fizzy drinks, you name it. Messi was chowing down on it. This dude was built like a circle. But this high-sugar, high-fat diet started taking a toll on his performance. He was getting nauseous during games, and his energy levels were dipping. The situation got so bad that at one point, he was vomiting on the pitch during a match. Can you imagine? The world's greatest footballer hunched over on the field, not from a brutal tackle, but from a rogue slice of pizza. It was a wake-up call for Messi. He realized he couldn't keep treating his body like a trash can if he wanted to stay at the top of his game, because right now, the only thing going up was his blood pressure. So he made a complete U-turn, swapping the junk food for fresh fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains. And the rest is history. But not as crazy as the history of Messi's relationship, because he met his wife when she was just a little kid. Don't worry, he was just a kid too. Messi and Antonella met when they were just kids in their hometown of Rosario, Argentina. Little did they know that their childhood friendship would blossom into a love story that would capture the hearts of millions around the world. Messi, who's always been forward, made his move when he was just 9 years old. He reportedly told Antonella, "One day we'll be boyfriend and girlfriend." Talk about shooting your shot. Their relationship officially kicked off in the early 2000s, when Messi was just starting to make waves in the football world. Through the highs and lows, the victories and defeats, Antonella's been Messi's rock, and he's done some crazy stuff for her, like the time he spent over 2 million euros just to make her happy. I mean, this guy's the Riz master. Back in the day, when Messi was living in his luxurious home in the quiet neighborhood of Castelldefels, Barcelona, he had some noisy neighbors. Now, we all know Messi's a man of few words. He likes his peace and quiet. But these neighbors, they were party animals, and Messi and his wife were getting sick of it. I mean, it was like living next to a nightclub that's open 24/7. Messi, being the gentleman that he is, tried to reason with them. He asked them politely to keep the noise down. But the neighbors weren't having any of that. The noise continued, louder and more disruptive than ever. Now, most people in this situation would consider moving, but Messi, he's not most people. So he decided to do what any multimillionaire would do in that situation. Yeah, he decided to buy his neighbor's house just so he and his wife could have some peace and quiet. And it worked, because just like that, the noise was gone. The two could finally enjoy their peace. Probably could have just got some noise-canceling headphones and saved a couple mil, but now at least Messi could relax, unwind, and focus on what he does best, being one of the GOATs of football. But speaking of Messi's football legacy, the story of how he got his jersey number is gonna blow your socks off. The number 10 jersey at Barcelona was worn by none other than Ronaldinho, a superstar who was shocking the world with his skills. But when Ronaldinho left Barcelona in 2008, the number 10 was up for grabs. Now you'd think there would be a mad scramble for the number 10, right? But here's where the story takes a twist. The players were hesitant to take up the number 10 jersey, considering the massive shoes they had to fill. It was like being handed the last slice of pizza at a party. Everyone wants it, but no one wants to be that guy who takes it. But Messi stepped up to the challenge. He took the number 10, and the rest is history. So next time you see a Messi jersey, remember it's not just a number, it's a legacy. But Messi's crazy legacy didn't stop there. Because I bet you didn't know that he holds not one, not two, not even 3 or 4, but 5 crazy football records. First off, let's talk about the big one. Messi holds the record for the most goals scored for a single club, with a whopping 672 goals for Barcelona. But wait, there's more, because Messi also holds the record for the most hat tricks in Spanish La Liga. He's gotten 3 goals in a single match 36 times. That's more times than I've talked to girls in my life. And for this next record, Messi went international, because he's Argentina's all-time top scorer with over 70 goals. But Messi's not just being a show-off, because he also holds the record for the most assists in La Liga history. He set up over 180 goals for his teammates. That's like more than the amount of dollars in my bank account. And to top it all off, Messi won the prestigious Ballon d'Or award 6 times, more than any other player in history. This dude's mom's definitely made at least 100 Facebook posts about that. But at number 4, Messi's mom probably won't be posting about this one, because you probably didn't know that Lionel Messi was almost a Real Madrid player. Yeah, Barcelona's rival team. Back in 2005, Messi was on the verge of signing with Madrid, but Barcelona, not wanting to lose their star player, quickly arranged a contract on a piece of napkin. Now that's what I call a last-minute save. But at number 3, Messi's whole career nearly came crashing down when he found out a crazy fact about himself. And he was only 11 at the time. Back in his hometown of Rosario, Argentina, a young Messi was just like any other kid. He loved football and dreamt of making it big. But unlike other kids, Messi was noticeably smaller. And the reason why was heartbreaking. He wasn't growing at the same rate as his peers. Messi wasn't even allowed to ride roller coasters. His parents got concerned and decided to consult a doctor. The diagnosis was a shock. Messi had a growth hormone deficiency. It was a condition that could potentially derail his dreams of becoming a footballer. The treatment was expensive, and his family couldn't afford it. It seemed like Messi's football dreams were slipping away. But here's where the story takes a twist. Barcelona, having spotted Messi's talent, decided to sign him up. And part of the deal? They agreed to pay for Messi's treatment. It was a lifeline, a ray of hope. Messi started the treatment, a daily regimen of growth hormone injections. It was a tough routine, especially for a young kid. But that wouldn't be the end of Messi's struggles, because during his 2006-2007 season, Messi suffered a series of injuries that kept him off the pitch for a significant amount of time. The most serious of these was a metatarsal injury. For those of you who aren't doctors, that's a fancy way of saying his foot was broken, and you definitely can't play football without a working foot. So he was sidelined for 3 months, a period that felt like an eternity. But instead of letting the injury get him down, Messi used it as motivation. He worked tirelessly in rehab, pushing himself to the limit to get back on the pitch. He didn't just want to recover, he wanted to come back stronger. Messi's perseverance is a big part of why he is where he is today. But at number 1, we've got something a little more upbeat, cause being one of the best players in the league comes with some serious bread. I mean, I already told you Messi made a bill, but what he spent it on is even crazier, because this dude loves cars. With everything from $100,000 Audis to $35 million Ferraris. I'm working on a video about the rest of Messi's craziest purchases, but for now, click the video on the screen. I'm sure it's just as good.